Hi lovelies, welcome back to my channel. My name is Stephanie and this is Fab with Steph and another unboxing today. I'm going to be unboxing this month's Birchbox. Birchbox gets very varied reviews. I actually started out with Birchbox way back in the day when there was no beauty subscription services, and they were the first in the game and the best in the game. They introduced me to some of the products that I use to this day. So when I got the opportunity to get an offer for a few months with them, I leapt on it. Unfortunately, the offer is no longer available. However, I will drop my referral link down below in the description, and I believe that you get £5 off your first box, but they sometimes periodically change that, so it may be different at the time that you are looking. I also receive a benefit for referring you, but don't let that guide you in any way. If you find a better deal, use it. I would. So let's just jump in and get started. So this month it says, this actually confuses me. I tried to read this. Friendship is all about with you, and it took me a while, but I realized that there's a big space here, so you're obviously filling in the blank. I really didn't realize that for the longest time. I might really just have realized it just there, I'm not gonna lie. And there is a lot of sneak peeks about this. This month we got to choose between a lip gloss and a lipstick, so I chose a lipstick and I hope that I've got it because I don't really wear a lot of glosses. I prefer like an almost glossy finish lipstick or a matte lipstick that I can change by layering a clear gloss on top. That's more my personal vibe. But obviously they can't guarantee that you get your request. But from the sneak peeks, I made a list. So I put this in my affirmations, and I'm really hopeful that I've got at least some of the things that I wanted from this month. So I've actually taken notes. I'm reading it from over here. There is the Benefit. I think it's a Gimme Brow, but it's a mini, but it's a full size. So you'll know what I'm talking about if you buy Benefit, but it's like a little brow thing. The MCO Lippy, which I'd requested. There was a few Glam Glow bits, which would be super exciting. There's one especially that's meant to be great for moisturising, which I don't really need, but love some Glam Glow. So there's a few bits from them in there. There's a Sand and Sky mask and the hair polish from Percy and Reed. I know a lot of people aren't happy to continually see Percy and Reed in their boxes. I personally get on really well with it, so I don't mind because it just tops up my supply. The no oil in particular is something that me and my mum both tried, both loved, and she ended up buying the full size of it. So I don't mind trying new products from them, and I wanted to try the hair polish. It's the one thing that I've never really had my hands on, so we jump in. First off, it's one of my favourite styles of box. It's this one that slides out like this. I like these because I stack them one on top of each other and use it like a drawer. And okay, so yeah, this, you get the little stickers, and I guess that matches up with this. I'll just close it again. So friendship is all about making memories with you, traveling with you, laughing with you, drinking with you. I'm probably not going to stick a little sticker on my box. I'm not going to lie. I like the concept of this though. I think it's really nice. Would have maybe liked it more if it had been something that you could rub out, like a little area that was like sort of laminated or glossy, and then just like a little whiteboard pen in there would have been nice, because then you can play with it or just leave it. And like the stickers though, I might be able to use them for something else, I don't know. I like the concept anyway. I love this whole, like, there's a female empowerment vibe and like friendship and just positivity that kind of comes with Birchbox. You get it with a few of them, but I just happen to really like it. Ooh. Okay, so this I don't like, and this is going to be Scottish specific. It says on it better together. In general as a concept, yes, better together. It is part of a campaign that was used, I don't want to say against, it was the opposing campaign for the Scottish independence movement. And I don't mind what side you come on politically, but I just don't like it when things seem politicised. And although that this isn't intended like that, because we've heard better together for years, it has a negative connotation. So I'm going to move on past that because it doesn't really matter. We're past that stage anyway. I've already looked in my box. I couldn't help it. It was open. So the first is my full size item, which is the MCO lipstick shade Petal, the one that I had asked for, which is brilliant. It says, if we were to describe our perfect lipstick, we'd say long wearing, intense colour and a weightless hydrated finish. Well, this ultra creamy lipstick ticks all the boxes and is the perfect pinky nude lipstick for a luxurious, your lips but better look. It does say that it is a cruelty-free Australian brand, which I very much enjoy. I love that it's cruelty-free. Just looking to see, there are a few things here added that might not be ideal. It does say it's fragranced. I come down on two sides of this because I love a fragrance lipstick in terms of like being able to smell it and feel like you're putting on something like luxurious. And I hate it from the sense that perfume obviously contains alcohol. That's how you make perfume, and that can be extremely drying for your lips. It has a smell. Is it the plastic that's smelling plasticky? Maybe. It does have a smell that's kind of peachy, which I enjoy. And then an after smell, is that a thing? Which is quite plasticky, which I enjoy less. But I do think this shade looks very nice. I might actually try it on. Will I try it on? Yeah, why not? I'm gonna keep it anyway, it's mine. Okay. So very pigmented. It is definitely a glossy finish, and as you can see, it's barely indented into this here. If someone showed me this, I'd believe them if they said it wasn't used, to be honest. Very light, and it does feels fine. Not as good obviously as Charlotte Tilbury is currently my favourite for the feeling it leaves on your lips, but no, I'm quite happy with that. Fair enough. Moving on. The next thing that's on my list, right, okay, it's another full-size item. It is the Beauty Crop BFF Brow Mascara Grow and Groom Brow Gel. If it's a brow gel, and then why do you say the word mascara? I'm confused. Meet your new BFF, brow friend forever. Tame and define your brows without sacrificing supermodel volume. Use with your favourite brow powder or alone to set hairs into whatever shape you want. Whether you prefer them brushed up and bushy or sleek and perfectly groomed, they'll never be stiff thanks to nourishing vitamin E and conditioning castor oil. And it does say that it's cruelty free and vegan as well. This is it here. I like that it's cruelty free and vegan. I am confused by the use of the word mascara because mascara for me is for your lashes, and I don't actually see the word mascara on here, so I'm wondering if it's maybe just a mistake in the thing from Benefit. It's not the one that I wanted. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit disappointed. I know that Beauty Crop is in a lot of different boxes and it is from overseas though, so although it says the RRP is £10, it might be quite hard to get hold of at that price here. It is quite a cute little bottle. Ooh, it's tight. That is a tiny one. Interesting. So I'm just gonna test it. I feel like, why not? I should have had a mirror handy, but I don't, so let's just pretend I want bushy brows. Look how long my brows are. This is not for you to judge me. Actually, wow, look how that's quite sleek in terms of, does it look very different? I don't know. I'm sure it would hold it in place in the shape that you're wanting. It seems like it moves it at least quite well. Imagine I wanted my brows like this. It's a look. I tend to make mine quite soft but sharp, if that makes any sense, so I like to have a little bit maybe of hair brushed up here and then quite sharp edges. Okay, well it's super wet, so I'll let that dry and we can talk about it again later. But yeah, so I would use this on its own. I have a brow powder, but it doesn't really need any help, to be honest. But I would use this on its own. A brow gel is a very handy thing to have, and if it's good and it helps maybe with brow growth, because I had actually missed out last month. They'd had the Sunny Isle brow serum, and I had really been gutted that I hadn't got that. It's a lash and brow serum, to the extent that I've actually bought it from someone else, because I really wanted it in my box. Okay, so next I have This Works in Transit Camera Close Up. Okay, so This Works is a great brand. Love This Works. Do really like this primer. It's a mask moisturizer primer all in one. I'm a bit gutted because I have just bought this, and I like having mini sizes, but the whole thing for me is getting to try new things. So I'm a bit gutted because so far I've only got the thing that I requested and none of the things that I put out into the world. But it is a great primer, and I find these are brilliant when you're traveling. And because it's this size, I say this every single time I get a Birchbox, because it's a travel size, but genuinely this, I'll put it on. So normally if I'm flying, I won't have any makeup on when I go, especially if it's a long haul flight. If it's a short haul flight, I might have my makeup on because I might just be going right out afterwards. But I tend to keep my skin quite bare, because if I'm on the airplane, I can find that it's really drying, the aircon, or that it causes my skin to start to go oily. It's one extreme or the other. And having this just in your bag, I like this. And there's a soap and glory mask that you can get, and it smells divine. I can't remember the name of it right now, but it does say that it's in particular good for traveling in airplanes. So if you go to Boots, you'll be able to see that. So quite nice. It's a 15 ml size. The full size is 40 ml and it's worth £32, the full size. So technically this one would be worth, I don't know, like a tenner, which means that we're already at £32 worth of value. I wouldn't actually pay that for this. You can get it from resellers really cheaply because it's kind of everywhere. I've had it free with Elle, I've had it in beauty boxes before. So it is one that sadly has lost a bit of its like RRP value because it's just flooded in the market. But I do think it's great. So if you've got that in your box and you aren't sure, definitely worth trying. The next item, it says, is an elasticizer. Okay. I am not sure how I feel because elasticizer, so this came as a mask, deep conditioning treatment before shampoo. So I don't know if I just don't know what an elasticizer is, but when I think of an elasticizer, it makes me think of, so I bleach my hair, and if you bleach your hair, you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about when I say this. When you bleach your hair and you forget and you put conditioner on it too soon and it stretches, that's what an elasticizer reminds me of. And it's actually really bad and causes a lot of breakage. A lot of people, if you see them do their hair, any bad dye jobs, if you watch that sort of thing on YouTube, and they bleach their hair and they sort of brush their hair and all their hair comes out in clumps, that's what causes that, like that stretchy feeling. And it's horrible. And that's what this reminds me of. So I need to educate myself on what this is actually to do, because it says it will help prevent breakage and encourages strength in your hair. So I've stayed away from this, so that's actually exciting because it gives me a chance to try something, like I said, that I maybe hadn't tried before. So it wasn't on my list, but yeah. It says RRP is £36 for a full size. I don't know what full size is, but this is 40 ml. So that's quite nice. The next thing that's on here, my final full item, is this here. So this is another full size. It's RRP £6. It is the Daily Concepts Multifunctional Soap Sponge Mother of Pearl. My mum really likes these. We had it in the bathroom downstairs. Basically, it's a soap and the sponge is built in, so it's actually exfoliating your hands and just really making sure you get a good clean. It does say that it's suitable for face and body. We just used it in our downstairs cloakroom. But if you're using it on your face, again, it's that more sort of gentle exfoliation on your body as well, especially if you're someone who tans or who gets clogged pores on your back. This would be something that would be very useful. So it says, combines a radiance boosting cleanser with a gentle exfoliator so you can skip a step in your routine, wet the sponge, lather up, and then rinse off. So yeah, the Mother of Pearl will gently purify and boost skin's texture. It says that this will last for roughly 60 uses before you require replacement. That obviously all depends on how you store it and how you use it. Things like this, what people end up doing and losing a lot of the product is they sit it on that shelf that's right beneath your shower, and if you've got anything that's dripping down onto that, you're actually losing it into your bath. So just be careful. I would recommend getting a little box for it. Little soap boxes, you can get them really cheaply. Poundland do them, Home Bargains do them, and it just means you get a lot more use out of that sort of product. And the last thing I've got in here is a little sample size. So obviously I've had all my 5 products. This is an added extra, and it is just a teeny little sachet. It's 0.5 ml of the Advanced Night Repair Eye Supercharged Complex from Estee Lauder. So this is nice. I like eye creams. I'm a bit obsessed with the Caudalie Premier Crew. I think it's one of the best eye creams out there. So I'm happy to try something that's maybe a little bit more affordable. I say affordable, it's still £49 for the full size of this. But I believe it's like £90 for a full size of the Premier Crew. So definitely excited to try that as well. A bit gutted I didn't get any Glam Glow. Also didn't get my Sand and Sky or my hair polish or my Benefit. But all in all, I would say, and I will keep saying this till the cows come home, this is great value for money. We're already sitting here saying I had said 32 plus the 6, 38. I'll not even assign this a value, maybe we could say £2. So £40, and then that's without me knowing the value of the elasticizing mask. Like, it's definitely worth the money I've paid for it. And I'm happy to get the opportunity to try new things. That brow gel has dried down and it is not that okay, so that's actually maybe put on a bit too much here because it's a bit harder here, but it still feels like it's quite malleable and I could move it if I wanted to, but it's not easy to shift, if that makes sense. So it seems like it's got good hold but without going crispy. So actually that's a really good brow gel. So if you've got that in your box, I would highly recommend giving it a try, and the fact it's got the castor oil in there should suggest it will promote healthy growth. And as much as you might think you don't want that, it keeps your brows even. And you'll notice if you look at, unfortunately, some older people, it's like patchy brows and things like that, especially if you were like me and are a 90s baby and potentially overplucked when you were in high school. It is a very, very useful additive to your brows. So that's it. That is my box. I hope you liked my video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Any comments, feel free to leave them down below. And if you haven't subscribed already, I would really appreciate it if you wouldn't mind hitting the subscribe button too. I'll be doing a lot more unboxings and makeup looks this month and talking a bit more about what's going on in my life, because there is going to be a lot of changes. But yeah, I very much appreciate your support so far and I hope you have a lovely day.